sir, I was wondering if I take some extra subjects and score more A's, success will be inevitable for me. What do you think about that, sir?
Really? The brief answer to this question is that yes, grades do matter. But the more important question to ask is to what extent do grades really matter? First, you need to define what success really is for you. And as we say it, true success is when you have academic success, financial success, and strong values. If you really focus on these three things, then you are truly successful. And if you focus on this criteria, you would realize that grades are not really important at the end of the day as much as you think they are. A lot are stuck on that one box which focuses only around academic success. They're leaving out financial success and they're leaving out strong values. These three things need to intersect, and they often intersect without having strong grades. There are examples of people who have done well financially without having strong grades. And at the same time, you need to realize that you need to have an answer to what your why is. If I ask your why is, as a CIE student, I can tell what your why probably is. There are three kinds of CIE students. One, whose why is, I need to get to that big brand name university, maybe the top 10, top 15, top 25. I need to get into that university. That's your why. Other CIE students, their why is, well, I just need to give a few extra subjects and try to get more than the standard 8 A's. That's my why. For other CIE students, the why is, I need to get into this specific profession, this XYZ profession, because there are people around of my parents' generation who have been in this profession and they've been doing well. So maybe this is the go-to profession, and that is your why. So what I want you to do now is make your why very clear, and that is self-discovery. Think about what you're good at. Think about the fact that you're not just put into this world at random. You have a certain role. A lot of people spend their whole lives and are not able to discover that why. It's very important to be aware of yourself, what you're good at, and how can you give back into the society. Grades will not link with your financial success because you will make more money based on how many people can you affect in a positive way, how much value can you add into the life of other people. Talk about all the billionaires, all the multi-millionaires. One thing in common with all of them is that the amount of value they are adding in a positive way to the lives of people is a lot. The work they do is affecting a lot of people in a positive way. So that is what you have to think about. Your grades are a way towards that. They are not a condition on its own that guarantees financial success. And financial success on its own doesn't make up for the fact that you have poor grades or a poor outlook. You have to focus on all three of these. So grades only matter as a signal of your intellect, and that has to remain on paper. You're truly successful when people have to develop this curiosity of what your grades might be like. You don't ever have to talk about your grades. That's something too personal. You need to reach the point where people think that you're intellectually very strong and your grades on paper are something that they're curious to figure out about. You don't talk about your grades. So grades only matter to signal whether you're applying to a university or you're applying for a job, that you have the right intellectual capacity. The rest of the conversion package is based on your outlook, your values, and the way you're able to look at factors. So the point of this video is that you get to think of your why more clearly, and that will mean you're able to use your grades in reaching that why rather than trying to focus only on grades in a standardized way, which is to get a certain number of A's and that is it. You need to understand that grades are a part of the package, not the whole package itself. And the way grades are supposed to be used by you in your life is just as a way to show that you have a certain degree of skills. The rule with regards to grades is that you do not talk about grades. Like it goes you don't say. You have to have an outlook, you need to have an image through which a set of values through which people are able to question what this person's is or grades really are. They make an image of you and think of you as someone who really must be having a high level of intellect and strong grades. If you are in a situation where you are talking about your grades all the time, I have these many A's, you're not in the middle of the three circles we have talked about: financial success, academic success, and strong values. You do not have to talk about your A's, you have to make people think about your A's. So from now on, what you have to do is not talk about your grades. If someone asks about your grades, just tell them one thing: that is your personal matter. And make yourself, your personality, your outlook reach a point where no one so casually asks about your grades and just knows that if this person has such a strong outlook, such a strong personality, such a strong set of ethics, the way they talk to people, the kind of words they use, the way they treat others around them, and the kind of rules they have with the way they conduct themselves every day in their life, must mean that they're intellectually very strong. Do not talk about grades. That is your personal matter. By all means, try to get the best possible grades, but do not be bogged down that these grades are a deal breaker or a deal maker in terms of determining your future success.